بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
The importance of seeking sacred knowledge. Allah Ta'ala commanded His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the first verse of the Quran to be revealed to read. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. Read in the name of your Lord who created. In another verse, Allah Ta'ala commanded His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا, and say, my Lord, increase me in knowledge. So the command to seek understanding, to seek knowledge, to seek wisdom, is the first command given to our Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and it is the only thing he was commanded to seek and ask for an abundance of, to try to expand your knowledge and understanding, and to deepen your understanding of the sacred knowledge. And this also goes beyond sacred knowledge, beyond religious knowledge. It expands to all forms of wisdom. And that is why the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he stated in a hadith, al-hikmatu dallatul mu'min, that wisdom is the lost property of a believer. And he is more entitled to it wherever he finds it. This is a prophetic statement. And so this concern for knowledge was something that the ummah inherited from the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, and that they held on to, and it propelled Islamic scholarship, the likes of which really the world hasn't seen. If you look at Islamic scholarship in Islamic sciences and even in worldly sciences, in philosophy, in mathematics, in history, in medicine, the Muslims were people who valued knowledge. Not the way in this modern world where knowledge and degree is more of a means to a greater goal, to have a job, a career, and things of that sort. The Ummah valued knowledge for knowledge. Right? That it had that intrinsic value because it was a divine command from our Allah, and it was the teaching of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is a crucial part of the revival of this ummah. If we as a community, be it here in Seattle, Washington, in our masjid, and as a collective ummah, as a collective community, we want to restore the honor and the izzah and the strength of our ummah, it is through knowledge. Knowledge is a crucial step that cannot be skipped. And more than that, of course, in our deen. If we want to draw close to God and we want to be close to the pleasure of God and protect ourselves from the wrath of God and adhere to the commands of God and be true followers of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, it is going to only happen with knowledge. Rather, our scholars, they say, the ignorant person oftentimes causes more harm than good. And so, this is the status of knowledge, the importance of knowledge in our deen. The Prophet ﷺ, he encouraged the pursuit of knowledge so much. We have numerous ahadith about it. And I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with this, but this is a reminder that I think needs to be given often for our own selves, for myself and for others, is how much our Prophet ﷺ emphasized and encouraged his community to learn. And so I will share some of the hadith. The first, our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Al-ulama'u warathatul anbiya." He said that the scholars are the inheritors of the prophets. Meaning, knowledge is something sacred bestowed upon us by Allah. And it is the most sacred thing given to the prophets, who are the best of God's creation. And the people who seek this knowledge and attain this knowledge are the ones who have inherited the wealth of the prophets. this sacred knowledge. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, he said that whoever Allah wants good for, if Allah wants good for you, a sign of Allah wanting good for you is that He will grant you understanding of the religion. مَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Whoever Allah wants good for, He grants him understanding of the religion. Now, with here, Imam Abu Hanifa, he divides fiqh in deen, understanding of religion, into two categories. Here, there's fiqh al-akbar and fiqh al-asghar. There's the major science of Islamic understanding or Islamic knowledge, and there's the minor science. The major science is the science of belief. To understand what Islamic belief is, what it entails, the evidences and the proofs behind it. Aqīdah, what we're studying here. And al-fiqh al-asghar is to study the rulings of worship. How to pray, how to fast, and so on and so forth. And so what we're studying here is fiqh al-akbar. It is the most important science of Islam. The science of theology, the science of creed, the science of aqīdah, the science of iman. Our Messenger ﷺ, he said that, in another hadith he said, that the one who teaches knowledge and the one who seeks it, everything in the heavens and the earth, seek forgiveness for them, even the fish in the ocean. So this act is so beloved to Allah that Allah commands all of His creation to seek forgiveness for the individuals who occupy themselves in the pursuit of this sacred knowledge. And we ask Allah to make us in these hours among those people.